Flacco from midfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know we're supposed to be neutral, but it's always great to see a young man return from injury. And Brashad Perriman lost his whole rookie season due to that. Seeing him back out in the field, that's fantastic.
Yep, caught a couple passes. He's played college ball down in your neck of the woods. He played at UCF in Orlando.
Yes, he did. And his father played at the University of Miami, and I played against his dad in college.
Passing play, Flacco. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
On second down for Seth. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Flacco to throw here on third down. And it's brought in by Pitta. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to it.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 54 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
This is Ivory. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off. This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Ivory, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knocking down for a loss.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest, and with 1 interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error. Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it...
Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. We've got a 3rd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
On 1st down, Flacco out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Setting up to throw, Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Over the middle to Smith. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And he fires one incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Ivory. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He finds Hurns left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bortles now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now to throw. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Second down and 4. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Bortles again. Walters with a grab over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Walters in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Toss play to Robinson. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here and under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They'll throw now on the... Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A running play now for Ivory. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play.